All right, everybody, we are live with the week 4 and 5 recap. We had to restart because of some more shitty technical difficulties. My mouse disappeared, so that was fun. Let's hope it doesn't happen again.
Absolutely absconded.
Yeah. I am joined by Mr. Emma Mirage himself. Elijah, what is up, my friend?
Hello, how do you do this week, my friend?
I do pretty good. Really excited to get into the recap.
A little heads up for everybody. I am a parent, so if you hear my children in the background, pay no heed. They are very sweet.
Pay all of the heed. Fuck them kids. I'm kidding.
Pay him no heed.
All right.
He is cute, but he is.
Oh, I see, buddy. Yeah, I know. I see.
We are ready to get into the first week. All right. Eli, it's
Week 1.
Your matchup against Mr. Charcoal Oven. Let me turn the sound off. We'll watch this fight
Everybody,
unfold.
let's watch this experiment.
So we got looks like an offensive Terra Dark, defensive Terra Steel, defensive Terra Water, offensive/defensive Terra Dark. That one's pretty interesting to me. Terra Ghost makes sense defensively. Terra Fairy also makes sense for Ditto. Huh?
I always love a unique Terra.
Me too. The really only unique Terra that we talked about previously that I want to talk again on your team is the Terra Bug Armor Rouge, which as we discovered, so I'll just save the time. Is it's a defensive Terra. It mitigates ground type attacks and it mitigates dark type attacks coming in that would deal a fuck ton of damage and probably Oko Pokemon. So I really like that. I really like that utility. Yeah. The Terra Ice on Swampert, is that also defensive, or does that pack an offensive punch with like Ice Punch or something?
It definitely packs an offensive punch with Ice Punch. Defensive Ice also, yes, it opens up weak to fighting, but it helps mitigate the 4x weak to grass.
Right.
Which, in the face of a Meowscarada, is huge.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Now, in this particular game, I was expecting a lot more snow, and I was expecting a lot of blizzards to come my way. So Swampert was there to have the wide guard to anticipate those.
That's fair. Well, let's get into it, shall we?
Who else did he have on his team? Mostly I was hoping to take out like Meowscarada or maybe a Terra Dragon Baxcalibur, with a good Ice Punch.
That makes sense. We got the Baxcalibur versus Ninetales, or Baxcalibur and Ninetales versus Armor Rouge and King Gambit. I like the matchy match on both sides. It's pretty cool. Aurora Veil goes
a sword in the shield. Or in this case, a sword in the cannon.
Has to be Assault Vest. There's no fucking way. Down goes the Ninetales to the Iron Head.
4 times weak to steel. I don't care who you are. That shit hurts.
Yes, it does. Out comes Gar.
That's why you never see a King Gambit survive a fighting hit.
It's true. 4 times weakness,
except
man, they suck. Down to Sash goes the Gengar. Curse Body activates.
Terra Fairy, Terra Blast. That was mainly a defensive Terra. And unfortunately, remember your speed tiers when it comes to the same priority.
Yeah.
Sucker Punch and Ice Shard are both priority +1. Whichever is faster goes first.
Yep.
And if Sucker Punch is not faster, it will fail.
Oh, he lives! He lives!
Oof, picking up some lag on the screen. I don't know about you.
It's not lagging for me.
Might just be my internet over here.
Fair. Ditto comes out, transforms into the Swampert, and I think that's a wrap.
Yep, there's that 4 times weakness I was talking about. Had already burned a Terra, so I was unfortunately unable to do anything about that. And yeah, you don't want to be a King Gambit staring down a Swampert.
No.
The typing is just not there.
It's not.
I will say the thing going about Ditto compared to anything else that maybe it wasn't max HP invested, whereas my Swampert was.
Right. But it's still a Swampert.
But it's still a Swampert.
On to game 2. What do we got?
Which, mad respect to Swampert, I could never run it until I discovered to actually use Trick Room and how its defensive capabilities are.
Right.
Because I used to run hyper offensive like most people, trained by the system.
Incineroar and Meowth
And then I got
versus
the double.
Armarouge and Goodra. Immediate Bug Terra. Goes for the fake out. Knockoff, good mitigation. However, it's still a fucking Meowscarada.
It's a Terra Dark Meowscarada, or not Terra, it's just a dark type Meowscarada at that point.
So, because it's protein. Aurasphere doing some chunk damage. Unfortunately, he recovers most of it back.
Aurasphere is kind of the equivalent of Kowtow Cleave. 5 base points less damage, but it never misses, so it's always consistent.
Nice. We like that. Ditto transforms into the Armarouge. Eats an Aurasphere.
Yep, bugs resist Psychic type, and they're super effective against Psychic type. Except Armarouge is a fire type, so that makes it neutral.
Yeah.
Pulls my own Heat Wave against me, because he was like, haha, bug!
Does activate the Flash
Flash
Fire,
fire,
though.
baby. Flash fire, baby. So,
What do we got?
fool
There's
me
Protect.
once.
Ooh, down goes the Ditto Rouge to the Sucker Punch. Protects against the Psychic. Very nice.
Always be wary of the Sucker Punch.
Oh, yeah.
With the King.
Oh, yeah. Protect up. Sucker Punch down. Okay. It's a decent chunk. Down goes the Armarouge. Now it's a 2v2.
Is the equivalent cannon. Very sharp, very quick.
Chunky damage. Aqua Step brings it down to Sash. That's even a neutral hit. God damn. Oh, it's because he has the Moxie boost. That makes sense. The Brick Break. Living with the Brick Break is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, one of the only times I've seen King Gambit survive a 4x weak attack.
For real, dog. Oh, excuse me.
Now, unless there's Tailwind or, a +1 to speed, you're not outspeeding my Gengar in most cases.
Right.
Or I should say in standard cases. In standard cases, unless you've got a speed boost, you're not outspeeding my Gengar unless you've got higher base speed, i.e. anywhere from base 111 mouse hold, max speed, to
Regieleki.
your base 143. Well, yeah, I was going to say Dragapult.
Oh, because
it's like base 143, base 146. Like, that sucker is quick.
Yeah, it's true.
And my favorite thing about Dragapult is how he breaks apart some popsicles and gives it to the little Dreepy. If you've ever seen the meme.
I don't think I have. Meowscarada and Incineroar lead versus Armarouge and Grimmsnarl lead.
All right, this is why we call him Charcoal Oven, because this shit burns.
Homie's cooking.
He cooking.
Down to Sash again.
Fake out.
Curse Body activates again. Gets a Reflect up. Flower Trick kills the Gengar.
Anything would have killed the Gengar.
Yeah. Brick Break! Down goes Screens!
Down goes Screens.
Brick Break again!
Armarouge is a bad pick. So now we realize that, boom, knockoff. Both Meowscarada and Incin were built with knockoff and Brick Break.
Yeah. It's down to a 3v3.
At least Spirit Break was able to do something.
True.
I didn't make any moves till turn 3, basically.
Yeah, and I don't think you did anything else for the rest of the fight, did you?
Not really. Like, talk about a really poor selection
Yeah, he
and a
set
really poor
screens
play.
just for them to get brick breaked again, and now it's Armor Rouge
I should.
versus. I don't even think he gets a turn, does he?
No,
Aqua Step,
he's got speed
knockoff. Yep, that's game.
and knockoff.
Wow.
Turn 5.
Turn 5 wipe. That's crazy. I mean, the first 2 games were good. I
Absolutely
really like the first 2
wipe.
games, but you got stomped that second one. Or third one, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, my opponent played very, very strongly, very, very well.
Oh, he did. Oh, he did. Oh, I keep yawning. I'm so sorry. All right. That's it for game 1 of week 4. Let's move into game 2. We've got Rick versus Blizzard. Let me bring up the proper screen. Boom. Boom. Rick versus Blizzard. Game 1. What do we got?
Rock and roll, gents.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's talk on these Terras for a second. Terra Flying Archaludon. Interesting, but I get it. Reduced damage from ground and fighting types. Makes sense. Terra Ground on the Pelipper makes sense. Terra Normal Population Bomb makes sense. Terra Fairy, yeah, makes sense. Terra Fighting, probably just for a little bit of extra oomph. Probably same thing with Toracat. Though I'm very curious to see what the Toracat does. It's such an interesting ad. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, I've never seen Toracat before. I didn't play the game where you had the choice of getting Ensign as a starter. I skipped that one. So, very interesting to learn about it.
Oh, yeah. Because we know what the fucking Incineroar can do. Homie, don't stop. Oh, wait, we didn't talk about fucking... yeah, we didn't talk about Rick's Terra types.
Did we not?
No, we just covered Blizzards and then stopped.
Oh, okay.
Terra Ghost, Porygon,
Gotcha.
that makes sense. That guy can be Terra anything and it'll work. And he's going to hit Terra Blast and it's going to do good. Except it doesn't do
That
great
Porygon
into
Z?
this team. Is that Porygon Z? It's Porygon Z.
Porygon Z. Really strong. Strongest Terra Blast in the game. Thanks to it just getting boosted with being a normal type. And then base 135 special attack.
Someone like that. He's pretty strong. The Terra
especially in a
Ground
blizzard where
Murkrow
you-
is interesting.
I guess the same concept of, try to avoid a Thunderbolt.
Yeah,
Although I will
that's my
say,
logic. You're still weak to ice.
Ice, guys, ice. Watch out for ice.
Driftblim, fly, or grass, I mean. That makes sense. Same with the Terra Grass on the... Those are both defensive Terras, I think. I don't think he wanted them to get put to sleep, but I don't know what Blizzard has for sleep, unless Sinistcha can learn some sort of sleep, but that makes sense. Terra Steel Boom, so he can't be poisoned. Still takes damage from fire. I'm really curious on the defensive Terra, or on the Steel Terra here. And then the toxicity makes sense because Boom Burst. That makes sense. Interesting. I'm curious
Normal
to see
Terra Boom Burst.
Yeah,
Love
curious to see how these pan out. So we have the Terracat, Toracat, and Pelipper lead versus Murkrow and Crocodile. What an interesting set of leads from both of you guys.
Yeah, that Murkrow Crocodile could be gnarly if you run it right.
What the fuck does Quash do?
Quash forces you to go last.
Interesting. Okay.
So some Pokemon have learned Quash in the past, but they were too slow to make it actually matter.
Right.
And so it'll fail. Unless you're faster than the Pokemon that you're trying to quash. Thanks to Prankster, Murkrow can force you to go last, to take your turn last.
Clear Amulet on the Toracat instead of Eviolite is interesting. Obviously, we know what Clear Amino does and why it's there, but just seeing it in place of Eviolite is interesting.
Cassie,
Does
over
get
here, baby.
some speed control off.
Yep, pop
More
the sun.
speed
That's the
control.
tailwind. That icy wind.
I did like the
I'm
sunset
wondering if
from Murkrow. That was really cool.
I'm wondering if icy wind, because Gengar can learn icy wind. I wonder if that would have helped me in my fight at all. At all.
I don't know. Maybe you were running a Trip Room comp though, so your bonds were already naturally really slow. That's probably why you didn't include them, is you didn't want to make them any slower. Overdrive down to Sash. Deals a decent chunk to. Nice. That fucking Sinistra's hurting now.
Yep, a good Shadow Ball into that Sinistra. It's a good thing he got that parting shot off before bringing that Sinistra in. Otherwise, that thing would have gone bye.
Yeah. Life due for the heals. Love to see it. Holy
Great,
shit, down goes Torracat.
Yeah, that's that lack of an Eviolite showing exactly what happens there.
Oh,
but you got to watch out for that punk rock toxicity.
Terra Ground, D-Pulse. Hurricane for the kill. Very nice.
Yep, double down that toxicity. It was a threat.
Attack takes care of the Pelipper.
But having that Archaludon in the face of toxicity really rendered.
Oh, fuck, yeah, and Porygon's basically dead. Oh, nope.
Well, the good news is Porygon hits for special attack, so that that stamina doesn't really help him at all.
No.
Ghost Terra. Ooh. The rain is still up.
What a fucking comeback.
That would have been great. A great call if he had pulled the body press. I know that's what he was prepared for.
Yeah. That was a good fight. Both of you gentlemen played very well, but very good clutch, Blizzard. That was hot. I liked that. That was good. Very nice. Very nice. Love to see it. Let's get on to game 2. Oh, cool. And I'm glad I checked the chat finally because Blizzard said something. What up, Blizzard? But I saw that he was Terra Go. Oh, so I'm only seeing one message. I must have missed some other ones.
Respect for Blizzard because it was one of my first defeats.
Yep.
And then shout out to Charcoal Oven. I asked him how can I improve my team and my gameplay going forward so I don't get absolutely stomped like that. And he pointed out that, well, I have a bad habit of not running any protects.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So basically, yeah, I am the equivalent of a punching bag. Whatever you throw at me, you're throwing at me. It's not like I'm boosting evasion.
Right. All right, let's get into game 2. And not running doubles not running protect and doubles is the one thing that I made sure I was like, okay, I don't know shit about doubles, but I know that I need to run protect. And that's what I've been doing. All right, so we have the Mousehold Archaludon lead against Drifblim and Rillaboom. These are some strong leads. Fake out on the mouse, dealing a good chunk of damage.
He got that unburden, huh?
Yep.
On the Drifblim there.
Flinch. So we can't go for the Pop Bomb immediately. Acrobatics deals a good chunk.
Acrobatics matter.
Ooh, nice double into the mouse so he can't get the Pop Bomb off. That's hot.
That mouse pop bombed me to death. Never, ever forget about pop bomb on Mousehold like I did.
I can't believe you forgot about that. That's like the move to not forget about.
I prepared for everything else, entirely forgot about pop bomb.
Oh, weakness policy. Let's go. Oh, that's electric shot's going to hurt. Down goes the Drifblim. One shot. That was crazy. Good setup.
Followed by Tailwind. Our Charlodon looks like he would be slow, but don't make that mistake.
Right.
Our Charlodon is fast. He's got like what, base 70 speed?
For being a or for
If
being
I
a
remember
fucking
correctly.
bridge, he moves pretty quick. Good
Got to keep
double
that flow of traffic
protect.
going.
That was a good double protect because both of those moves would have fucking sucked. Deep down goes
Double protect.
Crocodile. Shit. Icy Wind missed. Aw, rough. U-turn does resist. Doesn't deal enough. Down go or out goes.
Sorry, folks, give me just a second here.
What do we got? Swaps out for the Sinistral. Heals on entry. Very nice. Protect. Wait a minute.
Ooh, that
Wait a minute.
unfortunately right into the ghost.
Wait a minute.
What are we waiting then? What'd you see?
Did this motherfucker double protect? No. Okay. I thought that was a double protect turn. I was about to cry.
Nope.
Like, God damn this motherfucker. Nope, 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 nope. We're good. Oh, yeah, he clarified. Rage powder. Down goes
Woo,
toxicity. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
See, this is why having haze is so important.
Fuck. Way to clean
Especially
house,
if,
Blizzard. That was a phenomenal set. You played into those into those matchups really well. Good pivoting.
Really
Yeah, that was
well.
really well. Really well done. And that's not to discredit your play style either, Rick. You had a solid team. Blizzard's team had a lot of crazy synergies. Lots of crazy synergies.
We knew that Toxtricity loves to run Boom Burst, base 140. It passes through Substitute because it's a sound-based move.
Yep.
And just having ghosts is very important for taking in those normal type moves and just rendering them completely inert.
Good job finishing the set there, Blizzard. Another W for you. Good sir.
Great try, Rick. Great try.
All right. To end week 4, we have My Fight versus Wah.
Toxicosis. AKA Wah.
Wah. I'm about to get my cheeks clapped. It's going to be great. I don't think I'm winning the rest of the season. Let's be real here. All right. Game 1.
Hey, man. You're going against me after this
I know,
week.
I'm not excited.
I totally am. You're going to do just fine.
All right. We got our leads out. Let's talk Terras. Terra Steel on the Annihilate. That was... So I prepped into his poison offense because he has that nasty poison offense that we saw week 3. Or I think it was week 3. I think we might have seen it week 2 or week 1. But why'd you say pause, Blizzard? I'm gonna wait for him to figure out why he said pause. Anyway, yeah, I most of my Terras were in regards to that poison shenanigans. I wasn't about to fall victim to that, and I prepped way too hard into Trick Room, and I didn't see either of the two things that I prepped for. So that was, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's always rough. That's always rough.
Yeah,
very difficult to handle. Prepping for a singular strategy, and then they come at you with what's that? The Dragapult that I was talking about just a little while ago, an E-Speed Dragonite.
Yep. So
And I have no idea what that toad is.
Wait, I didn't finish talking about Terras. Oh, I'm so bad at that. What happened? What are we talking about here? I don't know what to talk about. Anyway, Toxicosis Terra, Waz Terras. I love the Terra Fairy. That's really good on both of those Pokemon. The Terra Dark to be anti-prankster is huge because I have Whimsicott, so it's really good. Terra Fairy on Terra Fairy. Is that just a general defensive Terra?
For Glomora there.
Yeah.
Man, I love Glomora's design. I love Glomora's design. It's beautiful. The sound it makes just is so good.
Good Pokemon. It was my first shiny in Scarlet and Violet.
Dude, I was trying to hunt down one of those.
I caught it during the campaign. I caught 2 of them, actually. So, like, during the campaign, when it sends you down to Area 0, I caught 2 shiny Glamoras. Or, I think one might have been a shiny Glamora, one was a shiny Glamet. They both might have been a Glamet.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't remember.
That's freaking epic.
Yeah, it was awesome.
My first shiny was Mapostiff.
Nice.
The pre-evolution of it.
Yep, I remember when you caught him. It was a good time. Terraflying
It's a
on the
hurt.
Dragonite makes sense, and Dark on the Politoed. Curious about that one as well.
Good question. Never seen that before. I know that the fairy helps mitigate fighting and ground weakness on the Glamora, though.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Fairy
because it's a
ground?
rock poison type,
it mitigates ground. I could see that, but
it mitigates. It doesn't. It doesn't. It hits neutral, but hey, when you're 4 times weak to ground instead of neutral,
That's true.
that matters.
That's true. All right, so we got the Gothitelle lead with Gyarados versus Klefki and Dragonite. I get the Intimidate off. Oh, fuck. Ah, Adrenaline Orb. Nice. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even catch the Adrenaline Orb. That shit was crazy. Weather Ball, that was a misplay on his part. I remember him saying that. Helping Hand.
Yeah, that paralysis. Followed by getting paralyzed.
Yeah.
And that critical hit. Was that man, he's just
he's working me. I'm getting there's no point even commentating because I'm just getting my shit rocked.
So he's got double screens up. He's got set up for future moves.
So fucked.
It was that reflect, man.
Yeah.
If you'd maybe ran a D-dance, maybe.
Eh. That fairy lock was crazy. That fairy lock was crazy. I loved that shit. I thought that was so cool to see.
Tell me about fairy lock.
You can't switch
out.
No
switching on the next turn.
Right. It's basically like Shadow Tag, but for that turn.
Could you still pivot?
No.
Flip through or something?
I don't know about that. I don't actually know about how it affects pivot moves.
Because I know you can pivot move out of a Shadow Tag.
Right. That would make sense.
But if you try to do a hard swap, that fairy lock catches you way off guard.
About this. That was a misclick. Oh yeah, I misclicked there. I needed to bullet punch the other thing. Because I play like butt cheeks. I also fucked. Yeah. I'm not good at doubles. It's not my thing. Mamo got a kill though, so I'm okay with that.
I was considering Mammothwine. He's a strong one, especially in this meta with being able to just tear ground him for stab. Right. He already hits hard as shit.
Yeah,
and we've got the solo Gyarados. Yeah,
this is bad. This is just bad. He beat the shit out of me. Worked me good. Very well played. It's gonna happen again, game 2. Spoilers. There's not a game 3. All right. What do we got for leads? I lead Gothitelle and Whimsicott.
Tell me, what were you thinking with? What were you thinking about?
Fucking no. I don't know what I'm doing. I lose one set, panic, and go, oh, this doesn't work. Gotta try something else.
I did that for years.
I'm just not confident in doubles. It's okay. It's a learning experience.
Trick Room Whimsicott. That's interesting.
Yeah, like I said,
Very
I
in.
was trying to counter his Trick Room team the entire time, but he didn't bring it, so I was like, well, might as well set it, at least try to make some benefit from it. Because
The fact
my logic was for him, because if he wanted to go Trick Room, I have Prankster, so it'd be really funny if I didn't turn off Trick Room, if I made him turn off Trick Room. That way my Prankster Trick Room goes first before his Trick Room, so then he turns it off. That was the logic.
priority. Gotcha. Yeah, for everybody who doesn't know, Trick Room is -7 priority,
Yeah.
and Prankster gives it +1, so it becomes -6 priority.
And
That close combat into that Politoad was great.
I should have nailed the Dragonite.
What was the set? I know you had Bullet Plunge and Close
No,
Combat. Did you have anything?
I'm talking about with fucking Annihilate. I needed to kill Dragonite, so I had a chance.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Blizzard, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dog. We've talked about this multiple times. I'm clicking buttons.
He's learning. He's just a wee bad.
I'm probably gonna take Fields of Punishment from you guys for the rest of the season, so don't worry. And then I just die. That was also a misclick.
I was gonna say, was that a misclick?
That was also a misclick. Or I was predicting a pivot. I don't know. Yeah, so that was week 2. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I got Fields of Punishment because I got it this week. I probably got it week 5 as well. I'm probably gonna take it week 6, 7, and 8. Fuck it, right?
Sorry for your loss.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. I could be the player with the worst record.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Well,
for anybody who doesn't get that, we used to be.
I'm gonna take Fields of Punishment this week. Who do you have in mind for Elysium?
Oh, that is a rough one because who all did we see?
We saw
Let's see.
Wah beat the shit out of me. We saw Blizzard or Oven put the beans on you, and we saw Blizzard work Rick pretty good. All 3 opponents who won played very well.
I feel like Rick and Blizzard were pretty neck and neck.
That was a really good fight.
They did really good. They both played their heart out this week for week 4. Just as much as I'm sure anybody else did.
Except for me.
If you say so.
Buddy, the amount of effort that I have to put into this season is unfortunately very minimal. I'm doing the best that I can in the fight, but like to say that I'm going into the fight with all of my effort is not true.
Life happens, my man.
Yeah. It's okay. One of these weeks I'll beat the shit out of somebody, and it might not be until the singles league, but just you wait. Anyway, back to Elysium.
Yeah, I was almost thinking Blizzard.
I'm kind of with it. He played really well that set.
Played super strong,
and his team building was really well done. He had weaknesses that he played into. He had things that he expected that happened, and like sure, you can only guess so much, but when the guessing works, you know what I mean? Because that's the name of the game. Is it's a guessing game.
Right. He took the necessary hits where he needed them, and he kept the critical cards exactly where he needed them, in order to bring them in. Losing that mouse hold at the end of game 3 was not a problem for him.
No.
Basically done what it needed to do. It fulfilled its role and opened the way for Archaludon to capitalize on what it needed to do. And having that Sinistra there as team support, I love to see how teams work together. If you've got Helping Hand, if you've got Life Dew, in my team, I should have brought the Comfey for, either Tailwind or Trick Room support, and as a healer, like how your team works together matters in doubles. It really does.
Oh yeah.
There's something to be said about your speed tier comp, and your understanding of it. Um, Understanding your priority users. Um, Hence the infamous balance, knowing that you've got your mid speed with priority moves, you've got your super slow to handle any trick room that comes in, and you've got your own Pokemon that happen to work with Tailwind. It's quite complex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job, Blizzard, on winning Elysium Week 4. Very well done, my friend. Now, we're going to get into Week 5, and then we'll be all caught up. We do have 4 matchups for this week. Yeah, 4. 4 matchups for this week, so that'll be a good time. Opening off Week 5, we've got Blizzard versus Solo. I believe. Yes. Blizzard versus Solo is our opener. All right, so we see the Flying Terra again. Flying Terra Illumies. Grass
Is that
Terra.
Volbeat?
Is that Illumies? Volbeat, same thing. They're not actually the same thing, but they're the same thing.
Yeah, one of them makes rock music.
This is a very interesting team from Blizzard. I think I know what happened with his team building process, but I don't know if I want to say it out loud.
Let's see, we got Grass Terra Mouse, Ghost Terra, Weavile, almost forgot its name, or Oranguru. What, is that a Ghost Mudsdale
It's
as
a
well?
Ghost Mudsdale.
Why would you Ghost Mudsdale?
This is a gimmick team. I'm fairly confident that, like I said, I didn't want to say it out loud, but I'm going to try to, because I'm a piece of shit and I like stirring up shenanigans. Feel free to tell me if I'm wrong, but I think Blizzard went into this fight going, oh, I can win this. And he went for a gimmick. Because that's his entire team is gimmick. There's no core, there's no regular team synergies going on. This entire set is gimmick. And I don't know if it's like everything is counterpicked to I don't know. Oh, no, he's confirming that's exactly what happened. Okay.
You heard it first, folks.
Well, let's see. Because the Terras from Solo's side make total fucking sense. Like, we don't have to talk about those. All of those make sense. Just looking at them. Face value.
From the Dale's mouth.
All right, we got
straight from the Dale.
Weavile
Solo
and
Terras.
Volbeat versus Ursaluna and Gliscor.
My friend, hold up. Solo's Terras.
We talked about them. I literally said they all make sense, but I don't need to talk about them.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, the Terra Ghost was for Ursaluna. I don't think that matters, though. Oh, it's not Blood Moon. I was thinking it was Blood Moon. If it was Blood Moon, it mattered, but it's not Blood Moon, so yeah. You're good.
Gotcha.
Open up with a fat ice spinner.
Strong. Super strong. Is that an eject button?
I think it was. It had to have been. Yep.
And a tailwind on the Gliscor.
I don't know why you didn't hit Ice Spinner on the fucking Gliscor, but I mean, obviously Ursaluna is a threat, and activating the eject button was cool, but like, I would, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
done that.
Once again, there's those.
Ooh, chunky.
No
poor Volbeat's burn. Okay.
Do you think that was the best?
Huh?
No throat spray on the Skeledirge.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's also not singles. If it was singles, I would have run it, but I don't. Interesting. Okay. Does go for the pop bomb, because why not, right? Because it Terra'd. Might as well.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about Terraing away from that ghost typing. You open yourself up to.
But it didn't kill. Oh no! Rocks fall, everybody dies.
Oh, whoopsie.
That's an interesting calc.
Let's see.
He said that the
I
population
imagine the
bomb,
tail.
the calc said that that was an OCO on Skeledirge.
Makes me wonder.
Defensive nature with defensive EVs? That's interesting.
Yeah, what was the HP? What was the defense? If it was max HP, max defense, you don't really have to stress about dumping all of your points into special attack because Torch Song naturally raises its special attack.
Right. Does kill his own Skeledirge. Archaludon V2. Goes for the body press kill. Very nice. Earthquake. Oh, on the 1. Like, obviously, there's nothing you're going to do here. But the fact that it leaves you on the 1 is so fucked.
Fire Punch is a neutral hit, I do believe.
Yeah.
The Electric Terra in front of an Electivire. Yeah, I know it was the end of the game. He had 1%. The Flying Terra in front of an Electric type is bold.
Then I understand. Yeah, so he forgot he was Terra Flying, which he totally could have used there to mitigate the Earthquake. But why did you... Oh, never mind. It's not a game of knowledge. Your fucking Terra type had already been revealed. I was like, why didn't you keep the Terra Flying hidden? But yeah, no, never mind. That makes sense. That makes sense. Damn.
Good work, Solo.
Good work, Solo. On to game 2.
Is it just me, or is today going by really fast?
We've already been streaming for an hour, and we've only done week 1, so we have about another hour ahead of us. Ursaluna and Electivire, very chunky boys against 2 very not chunky boys. Fake out on the Electivire, doesn't take it like he's a chunky boy. Trick. What the fuck?
Solid taunt.
Solid taunt. No, it didn't kill. Why are you running Flamethrower on a physical hitter anyway?
That was interesting.
That was interesting. That was very interesting. Oh, that's why. Because it's not an Ursaluna.
Ah.
It's not an Ursaluna.
I didn't know Ursaluna learned Bitter Malice. Man, it seems like every Pokemon could get Bitter Malice. Oh, it's an illusion.
God damn. Down go both of them.
Those are some thick. That was one thicky boy.
Solo's team is just fucking thick. Like, his entire team is big thickums.
I kind of was building my team based off of big thickums as well in the beginning.
Nice flash cannon. Earthquake. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, don't take out your own Skeledirge.
I like how there was just double earthquakes, though. That was so funny. Down goes
That was
Luna.
an unfortunate.
Oh.
Caught him good on that. Woo! That was a good hit. Tanky boy.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta love and respect Skeledirge.
That was crazy. Are these?
Good play there, Blizzard.
Blizzard won game 1, Solo won game... Or Blizzard won game 2. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, game 3. I also forgot that you lost game 1. Oh, I didn't turn the sound off! Okay. Oranguru and Weavile. This Weavile lead, man, every time. The Garganacci comes out! Fucking love Garganacci. Yeah, I was so pissed when he got stolen.
Chenpao, and it's annoying as shit.
Yeah. When there's no Chenpao, pick this thing. Down goes the Electivire. Holy shit, down goes that. Yep, that makes sense. Body press without an iron defense up, though. Like, I get it, because it's free. It's a 4 times weakness, but also, like, risky business. Immediately Terra fires the Skeledirge. He's done that every time. I don't think he did it last match, but he does Terra fire that Skeledirge almost exclusively.
That Terrifier torch song hurts like hell.
Yep.
The first
Not
one
the
is a free.
Salt Cure.
Not very effective against steel types, but 25% damage
Every
per
turn, yeah.
turn.
Protect, yep.
That leaves you 4.
Psychic for the kill. Okay. 3v2.
Boom, pop bomb.
Again, and it's not going to kill.
4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
5, 6, 5. Critical. That was with all 10.
God damn.
Yeah, there was definitely investment into the defense with that Skeledirge and less into the special attack.
Yeah.
Those torch songs out more than
skill
that.
swap. Fuck your guts. That was a good play, actually.
That was a very good play.
That was a really good play.
Skill swap is the underrated move of the season.
Good protect on the earthquake. Very nice.
I see. Yeah.
Body
okay.
press.
Tickles.
Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, I guess it's still neutral either way, huh? Yeah. Still neutral. Earthquake. Doesn't kill. Does James Harden get a kill? No! Luna kills itself.
With the burn.
Is it just... Why did you click... Protect?
Just seeing what's going on. Like what move might be coming down the line.
Maybe to get the
extra
healing?
Yeah. There you go.
That fucking Skeledirge put in the work. My God. All right, I'm going to leave you guys for a brief moment. I'm going to go use the restroom. Eli, go ahead and feel free to chat.
All right, we'll see you soon, Spam Delph. All right. Well, how do you do, folks? Hope everything is going great. And if you're enjoying the stream, please comment down below. Share with your friends. Try to get some more people into the Discord so we can continue this. And everybody thank Blizzard for putting the doubles draft together. Thank you for participating in the first doubles draft of ours. I talk like I did anything. I wasn't able to provide much for help, if any at all. But I'm happy to see that this is here. I'm happy to contend with you guys, and I think it's freaking awesome, and we're having a great time. Totally understanding the fact that, we're all adults here. Life happens, and so things have been busy, especially this week. We took a lot of forfeit losses and had a few folks just unable to join in the chat, but we're thankful you guys are here regardless.
I don't know what all you said, but yes, we are.
Welcome back. Okay. Man, is it a good thing I can ramble on like a motherfucker?
Blizzard said he's 18 and he might be one of the youngest in the server. Probably. I mean, if he's saying that,
totally
I know he has a lot of friends that that joined this league, so he knows his friends, I would assume.
Yeah, I actually reached out to
I know you're not younger than Stoin. Stoin is younger than you, but he's not partaking this season.
Yeah, I totally reached out to my younger sister and her boyfriend. They expressed some interest in the draft league. However, they are living in Denver, trying to sort that out while also doing college work, and so they were unable to join us in this particular league, although that doesn't mean that they won't be available in future leagues.
Hell yeah. All right.
And then everybody, we did just, I found a new member, thanks to the chat feature of Showdown. So everybody, give him a good welcome, and hopefully he'll be able to participate in some leagues in the future.
Yeah. All right, carrying on week 5. We have Charcoal Oven versus Mr. Feeney. This is a crazy matchup.
Yeah, totally. Like, the guy that just completely whooped my ass. We'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Let's see. Talking on the Terras. Terra Ground. I like that better than the Terra Steel. Terra Ground Ninetales is interesting.
Yeah, turns out the Terra Steel on Bax Caliber there was calculated for a one-shot hit using Ironhead against Comfey.
Oh. I wish you would have talked about that when we brought it up.
ADHD, thank you.
You're good. Okay. Pretty standard defensive typing on his team. I like it. I like it. Mr. Feeney's
I don't
team.
quite get the ground on Alolan 9 there.
Mitigates steel and fire. I think fairy doesn't fairy already mitigate fire, or is it the other way around? I know one of them resists the other.
Fire resists fairy.
Right. Okay.
The fairy mode hit Incineroar for neutral instead of for super effective because of the fire.
Right. Right. And then
it
looks like a pretty mixed
standard
team from Feeney's. The Terra Fairy Goldingo can be defensive, but he also has Dazzling Gleam, so that's pretty offensive. The Terra Fire Garchomp. Say what?
Types. Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam hurts like a motherfucker with somebody like Noodleman, as my wife likes to say. Especially against your Dragon types, your Dark types, and your Fighting types.
Yeah. The Terra Fire Garchomp, I like that. Can't be burned. Has an offensive utility, but is mostly a defensive Terra for typing wise. I do enjoy that. Stellar Terra, Talonflame, it's Stellar Terra, that's offensive. Water Palafin is also pretty offensive. Poison is a good defensive Terra. It's a very underrated defensive Terra. I love to see it. And same with Clefable, good defensive typing. I'm here for it.
Offensive water. Palafin is there to do water damage.
Yeah.
Hero Palafin is base 165 attack, everybody. So, very, very, very
Later,
powerful.
Blizzard.
And then there's something to be said about Stellar. Thanks to Blizzard, actually, I learned that there are just some Pokemon that just work way better when you go Stellar. Their typing is good enough. Fire Flying is a very strong typing, especially for
Gale Wings.
Talonflame there. Gale Wings, you'll only get the boost to flying type moves once, but chances are you'll only get the Gale Wings proc once.
Right. So if you need to Stellar Gale Wings Brave Bird, that's how you do it.
I prefer to go Acrobatics. It's 10 base power less, but without the drawback.
True.
Without the recoil drawback.
So then you can stay at yeah, no, that's hot. I like that.
And if you so then knockoff doesn't one shot it, and then if perhaps your adjoining Pokemon gets doubled into, now you can set a priority Tailwind.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. All right, good Terras, guys. Good Terras.
Hello.
All right, let's get into the matchup. We've got the Incineroar lead paired with the Meowscarada lead, pretty infamous. Goldango and Scrafty, nice Intimidate on both sides.
Super strong Intimidate.
Terra steals right out the gate. Resists the Fake Out. Also the Dazzling Gleam, because that's a... Yeah, good Terra. Oh, good. Does go for a Nasty Plot right away.
Question. Does going Terra mitigate the protein ability?
Huh?
So, does terastallizing prevent protein from kicking in? Or Protean is some fate.
Let's see, because he's going to click a move.
Flower Trick. He
Flower
did
Trick,
not
it
go
did
back
not
and be tested.
did not turn into no, so it doesn't. If you want to use
Yep, so
protein, you have to use it beforehand.
watch your flexibility with that one.
Yep. Also, did you put yourself on speakerphone or something? Because you sound extremely muted.
No. No, all I did was mute myself while I was talking to my mother-in-law, and then I came right back.
It might just be me.
Maybe
Then.
it was just...
Smear comes out. Protect on the Meows.
Smeargle, the Generation 3 forgotten absolute menace.
I don't think anybody forgot. There's a reason he didn't come around for a while. Damn. There's some interesting things. We gotta follow me. Okay. Make It Rain obviously gets around that. Oh, God, that was a lot of damage. Brings him down to Sash.
Make It Rain a lot.
Yep.
And every other turn protect. Attack, protect, attack, protect, attack, protect.
There goes Gale Wings.
Close. Yep. Maybe predicting a different switch or something.
Goes for the close combat again.
Into what? The fairy type? Anticipating a switch?
Yep.
Into the Scrafty, perhaps?
Make It Rain takes out both of them. And he has
'Cause had he
Tailwind
gone-
up now.
Shot the Scrafty.
Yeah. It's a 42.
So I see what you were trying to do.
Fake out into the Scrafty.
Steel Terra Blast would have been a good, really good move.
Oh, that's a clear amulet Scrafty because the fake out didn't do anything.
Covert Cloak?
Or that's what I meant to say. Flare Blitz. Yep. Damn. That Dango will not die. And here is Pally. Unfortunately, Pally can't Terra. Terra Blast goes into the... I'm curious why he's clicking Terra Blast. Like, I get it, Terra Steel, but he's at...
That Will-O-Wisp hurt.
That Will-O-Wisp... No, I guess it makes sense. It makes sense. That's all... Yeah, that makes sense. See, as it works.
Base 165 physical attack down to, what is that, 80?
Still enough to fucking nuke a Incineroar.
Base 80 something and a half.
Yep. Scrafty comes back out to re-intimidate. Goes for the fake out. Lands a crit. Insult to injury. Close combat from Palafin? No, goes for wave. Oh, he must be... Oh, banded wave crash makes sense. Way to clean up the first set, Feeney. We didn't
Choice
see...
band hurts like a thing.
Say what?
I said choice band hurts like a motherfucker on that thing.
Yeah, so that also, that burn mitigated some damage, but not enough. Not enough.
Yep, still. Might as well call it base 120 damage. Like...
Because let's see.
Yeah,
let's see. 165 with the choice band. Choice band is 1.5?
Yes.
So, yeah, choice band and burn cancel each other out.
Wow.
So that was just a raw wave crash.
There you go, everybody. I'm bad at math.
All right, game 2. Now. There we go. We got the backs in the A9. Garchomp and Talonflame. Terra Ground immediately. Goes for Tailwind.
Garchomp is super strong, even in the snow.
That Iron Head would have fucking hurt.
Grant.
Oh, God. Yep. Good. Blizzard. Nice Icicle Crash. There we go. Immediate. We're on turn 1, and it's already a 4v2. Love to see it.
That should, that lead with that Talonflame and Garchomp is a very, very strong lead, and for it to go down like that just really shows.
Yeah. Follow me. God, Goldango and Clefable have a lot of work to do.
Good thing moving away from that seal typing.
Yeah. Let's go for the follow me again. Nice. Kills the A9. Icicle Crash, dealing a good chunk to Clefable.
You know what's crazy is that Clefable and Clefairy both have less physical less physical defense than they do special defense. So in the face of a Baxcalibur like that, they should really be taking a lot more damage. That just goes to show
where the EV spread is.
Yeah, just how crazy they are, especially when it comes to HP.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, they used to be normal types. So their stats are predicated based off of that.
Yep. Oh, Flare Blitz did a good chunk.
Ooh. And that Citrus Berry return on the Flare Blitz is just really nice. It only happens once. Guaranteed critical hit.
Kill? Yep.
Plus stab.
Damn, if Goldango lived, that Dazzling Gleam would have been fat. Way to take game 2 though, Charcoal. Fuck yeah. Let's see what we got into game 3.
Super strong. Very surprising how quickly that can occur.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What was that? 6 turns?
Yep.
Get out of there, buddy.
All right, game 3. A9, Baxcalibur. Yep, he's got that lead figured out. Palafin and Goldango. Palafin's going to switch right away. Yep.
Goldango into the snow lead is super strong because everything ice is weak to steel.
Yep. Double protects.
Looking to just bring down.
That Glaive Rush didn't do a goddamn thing. Holy shit.
Intimidate is super strong.
Yep.
You gotta bring down that power off, that raw power off that Baxcalibur.
Ninetales flinches, does get the nasty plot up. Damn, this Goldango is always getting his nasty plots at just the right time. Very, very excellent playing from Finney here. Aurora Veil is up. Good protect on that Flare Blitz. Terra Blast super effective. Whoosh!
Yeah, say hello to the strongest close combat in the game.
Yeah, for real.
There is no other Pokemon other than Palafin that does close combat at base 165 power. And we know that it has that choice band. Nothing has hit, no fighting type is hitting that hard with a close combat.
No.
And that's absolutely wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. Whoa, God, that make it rain, dog.
Yeah, Meowscarada is fast and has no special defense. Couple that with a nasty plot or two, there ain't no living that.
Nope, that's a done deal right there. That's game 3. GG, Finney. Way to fucking close out the set. That was crazy.
Turn 7, game.
Yeah.
GG. I don't know about you, but the way that was played might be Elysium. I don't know.
Well, we'll see. We will see. It was really well done. Up next, we have Rick versus Dallas. All right.
I will say, I like the sight of Dallas's team. It's really nostalgic and really nice to see somebody really putting in the effort to make sand work.
Yeah, I like it.
Unfortunately, he did not get a hold of that Garchomp, who is critical piece.
Very critical piece. All right, let's talk Terras. Terra Grass, Paldea Blaze makes sense to me.
Only thing I would be wary of is flying type attacks.
Yep. Oh yeah, because you're already weak to those.
Fire fighting or ground type, yep. Always weak to flying.
The Terra fighting to be, or Terra, I do love how the Murkrow and the Grafaiai both went Terra Dark to be anti-prankster. That's really funny. And then we have 2 defensive Terras in Steel and Water from the Rillaboom and the Porygon Z. And then we have 2 offensive Terras from the Crocodile and the Azumarill. So those are pretty nice. A good little balance. So here we have some defensive, offensive coverage. Hell yeah. Dallas's Terras looks like offensive Terra Braviary, defensive Terra Grass Hyphlosion. We already talked about the Terra Dark for Prankster. Terra Flying makes sense. Stellar Terra is purely offensive, and the Terra Dark on Gardevoir. Not only is that a defensive Terra to resist things like Steel-type moves,
Fire
excuse me, but it's also to get Stab Mystical Fire. That's hot.
Yeah, Mystical Fire is absolutely crazy. Just eating any kind of steel type moves really, really matters for Gardevoir. It's a special defensive wall. So that absolutely matters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not only that, but the fact that Mystical Fire gives you that special defense drop only makes Gardevoir more of a wall, and that becomes very problematic to crack through.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it does. All right.
I'd like to go back to the Merc for a split second.
Okay.
I've been doing some research on how foul play works, and we all know that foul play is a move that some folk choose to run on their Murkrow.
Yep.
The beautiful thing about foul play is it takes your opponent's attack stat into the damage calculation instead of your own. So say that backs Caliber, for example, or in this example, let's say Braviary with its base like 120 physical attack or something like that. It would take that over Murkrow's like base 40.
Right.
And use that damage calculation. Additionally,
it does benefit from Stab and Terra, I assume?
That's what I'm wondering. Does it benefit from Stab, from being a dark type? Does it benefit from Terra Darking? Does it get more damage?
I mean, if the question we have to answer is, does foul play get Stab? If foul play gets stabbed, then yes, terastallizing into dark will give it the bonus. But that's the question to be answered. So let me do a quick little. Are you Googling it?
Nope.
I am then.
Thank you.
Does foul play get Stab?
Additionally, if you were to use Swords Dance or get hit with Weakness Policy or anything like that, foul play will not take that into consideration. But if your opponent, who you're using foul play against, has used a Swords Dance or a Dragon's Dance or anything like that, it takes that into the calculation. So
yes, it is affected by Stab and Terra.
Oh, beautiful!
So
beautiful.
like you can use Terra Dark Toadscruel if you wanted to use a Stab foul play.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's really fun to combine with something like Swagger.
Right.
Or Spicy Extract.
It'd be really fun. All right, let's get into the match. We see Tauros and Rillaboom leads against Grafaiai and Braviary. We do get the Intimidate off, which does proc the Defiant. Love to see that.
Really great to see it.
Turn 1 Protect.
Probably
nice.
Expecting, yep, take out.
Does land the Toxic. Very nice.
Now, Toxic I'm curious about because none of the rest of his team is really built for any kind of Toxic stall. The chip counts, but in doubles, you might only get like 2 turns of Toxic.
Ooh. Did you notice the Mirror Herb on fucking Tauros?
I did notice that, actually, but not until like the 3rd game initially.
That was cool.
So good eye.
Aw, lands the Willow. Brave Bird still kills. Gotta be wary of that flying type like we talked about.
And Braviary has the potential to be one of the strongest flying type attackers when it comes to physical.
Yep.
Seeing as how it's defined.
And the Burn are counteracting each other right now.
Yeah, they are.
Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
Grass Terra Terra Blast with Choice Scarf
Yeah, dude.
on in the face of a water type. The only thing that would have really sucked for him is if that was a Sap Sipper.
Yep. That would have really sucked. That would have really sucked. Oh, he even said that in the chat. Took a chance on Sap Sipper.
Nice.
Brave Bird goes for the kill. Man, this Braviary, even with the burn, man, is putting in fat fucking work.
And it's got so much HP, it's still living with the recoil and with the burn.
Damn. Great set, Dallas. Very good
Great
set.
play. Great. Super strong.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get in the game, too. What do we see? We see a Tauros lead again. Rillaboom lead.
Strong.
Yep. Okay. Goes for the Braviary. Okay, so we have the same leads 2 turns in a row to do the exact same thing. Bing. Yep. This sets the terrain. Intimidate. Mirror Herb.
Yeah, the only thing about the Mirror Herb is it'll proc the same rise.
Yep. Right. Down goes Hyflosion.
Yeah, what was that switch? I wonder why the switch. We know that from the last game, the Braviary was faster than the Tauros.
I do know that Dallas has ran Tauros in the past, so maybe he was terrified of a wild charge coming at him.
He had Protect, though, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Getting rid of the Aspect on Rillaboom is hot. Does die to horsepower.
Oh, he's got that Sunny Day up, coupled with that Fire Terra Mystical Fire, though.
Yeah, if he can pop it.
It does unfortunately give Tauros that extra boost, though.
I don't know why he hasn't popped it yet. Yeah,
there's
down
the
goes
Raging
Braviary. It's now a 1... Why didn't you... Did he already waste his Terra? No.
No.
No, he didn't.
No use of the Terra there, and the Raging Bull.
There's the Terra.
Yep.
Raging Bull kills. Damn.
Yep, with that 2x times attack and boosted by the sun.
Yep.
I see what you're trying to do there with the sun, but setting up that sunlight only gave it to his opponent.
It really did, especially because Hyflosion didn't get to do anything with it. He just came out and died immediately.
And honestly, I watched it the first time, and so I was like, how did the Tauros outspeed the Hyflosion? Where was the Choice Scarf? And somebody else let me know.
Oh,
I know you know.
Okay, that makes sense.
No, he died on Switch, and I was like, oh, my bad.
All right.
So an series of events there. Might have been a completely different game if it more closely mirrored game 1.
Right. Let's see game 3. Do we have the same leads? Oh. Oh, no, we didn't mention up. We have Porygon. Oh, Dallas is going to do the same leads? No. So 1 mon different on leads for game 3. Fake out. Didn't protect. Immediate Mystical Fire. Should have Terra.
Good critical. Normal Terra Blast. Even though
it doesn't do anything.
That close combat.
Yep. That close combat's crazy.
Even though that Terra Blast had Stab, Gardevoir having that base 135 physical or special defense, that still really hurt. That tells you that there was no EV and no special defense investment.
Yep. Does go for the Protect. Okay. Did they double down into the Gardevoir?
Good catch on that Protect.
Goes into Tyranitar with the Raging Bull.
Good thing it was the Raging Bull. Tyranitar does not appreciate a fighting type move at all.
Right. Gardevoir goes
Grassy Glide
down.
Priority. Rillaboom hits like a truck.
Ooh.
And there's the
the close combat.
That critical hit was completely unnecessary, just adding insult to injury.
Completely unnecessary, right? And it's just Braviary again. Oh, no, he still has 2. That's right. Does go for the Stellar Terra right away. Grassy Glide dealing a good chunk of damage.
always got to watch out for that. Unfortunately, EQ has lost power due to the grassy terrain
Yep.
in the face of 2 grass types who resist it. So honestly, the better move would have been a poison jab, followed by that Brave Bird.
I agree. Then this is where Braviary meets his end.
Protect would have saved there, and you would have been able to turn off that grassy terrain. Now, how much of a difference that would have made, I don't know.
I don't think it would have made any difference. Good comeback, Rick. Very good comeback, Rick.
Very close games.
Yes.
Very close games.
Oh, yes. All right, we have our last match. It's always fucking me. I'm always the way to end it because I always do my shit in the last week.
Who are you thinking for Elysium? Do you have
I don't know, but we're probably gonna give Fields of the Punishment to me. We'll see. Actually, I don't know. I know I said I was gonna take Fields of Punishment for the rest of the week, but didn't we discuss the fact that Saline or Salty Sundays, Saline, whatever the fuck they are, because they're the salt. Didn't we decide? Didn't we find out that I was the first person who caused them to lose a match? Because they're undefeated.
Yeah.
So because I caused them to lose a game, I think that immediately forfeits me going to Elise or Fields of Punishment.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No,
it's good to take. Oh, how cute!
A joke. All right. Let's see. Talking Terras. So, I don't want to talk about my team because I built a team for this matchup and it looked pretty similar. I brought instead of Gothitelle, I brought what the fuck is her name? Arboliva, and then I brought Mamoswine instead of, was it Sizor? It was Mamo instead of Sizor. But my team got deleted. So I just recycled my week 1 team from Charcoal. So it's the exact same team that we saw week 1.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
and you see some totally cool because
you
begin to doubt yourself. That's totally cool. Because sometimes you can get into a habit of overthinking a team and completely accidentally deconstruct something that you had going.
Yeah. I don't see what you're getting at.
So you brought your week 1 team, and in a separate week, you had made slight changes to it.
No. My team that I had made for this fight got deleted, and we were like, hey, we're ready to fight. Let's load up the fight. My team is gone.
Gotcha.
I just used my week 1 team as is.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is that sometimes your week 1 team works perfectly.
Oh, I don't think it did. There was Whimsicott is dead because of fucking fire. Gyarados is basically useless because of sun. Sizor is basically dead because of sun. Like, half of my team does not like the sun. This was not a good team for this matchup. But I digress. Let's talk Salty's Terra types. Terra Steel and DD is good for damage mitigation. I really like that. The Terra Water on Hydrapple is a really good defensive Terra. The only thing
rid of that
huh?
Weakness ice.
Really
Gets
curious.
Rid of that ice.
Yeah, really curious about the Fire Terra on the Como-O. I don't know if he knows any fire moves to my knowledge. So I am curious. You said fire resists fairy, right?
Yes.
Maybe that's what that was for.
So it resists fairy. Como-O is notorious for being able to run physical attack, special attack, and body press set for defense.
Right. I'm just curious what fire type moves he can learn because I can't think of anything off rip.
Yeah, it's incredibly difficult to gauge how your opponent is going to play at Como-O.
That's fair. Then the Flying Terra on that makes sense. Terra Ghost, interesting. Mitigates Fake Out, I guess. I don't know. And Terra Fighting is a good defensive Terra. Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah, to mitigate that To mitigate the fake out means that you can guarantee that chlorophyll speed double and land very critical sleep patterns.
Yes. So I lead with Annihilate and Whimsicott. He leads Torkoal and Lilligant, and we're about to see this Torkoal kill my entire team multiple times.
There's that sleep powder. Now, quick question there. I want to say, why would you run Terra Ghost when you could just run Covert Cloak? But Lilligant is very frail, and so even though it is fat, most folk want to run it Focus Sash.
Yeah. Down goes the Whimsicott. Out comes her, gets the fake out. Anyway, regardless of Terra Ghost. Close combat. I should have fucking hit the Torkoal. I really should have hit the Torkoal, because that thing is just bam, beat the brakes off me.
Yeah. He may be slow, but he is notorious
There is not a
for that.
single answer for Torkoal on my entire team. Like I said, I didn't have time to make edits, didn't have time to do any of that shit. I have no answers to Torkoal. He has free range to just beat the shit out of me.
Yep, Torkoal has exceptionally high...
There was a misclick right there.
Because he's a turtle, and he's got a shell. So, you have got to try to hit that Torkoal for a special attack.
I don't know if you saw that misclick, the helping hand into Thunderwave.
I did notice that.
That was a good time.
I was like, the helpiest Thunderwave for sure.
Like, I'm sure
boosted by
that was, like he said, like he seems to think that it was goated, but it didn't work. It wasn't what I wanted to do. So yeah, that was me getting my cheeks clapped game 1 by Torkoal just clicking one button. Let's go to game 2.
Even Terra flying, maybe that was just to make sure that he used the Terra.
Maybe.
Or maybe he was anticipating like a stump.
Gothitelle lead and a whatchamaffuckit Gyarados lead against Como-O and Indeedee.
Kyle's wet noodle.
I'll be honest, I shouldn't have won this fight.
Solid follow me, because you can always count on follow me. Clangorous Soul. That usually means he's going to run special attack Clangorous Scales, which is a spread move.
Yeah, and the follow me on the fucking double Thunderwave, that kind of hurt.
That Thunderwave would have been the best time for paralysis to kick in.
Right. But we did get the para there. Even though I'm dead.
Unfortunately, Como is fast.
Comeback of the game, boys. It's a 2v4. How I won this? I knew he was going to start using, keep using follow me though, so I just doubled down into the Indeedee. Oh, that's
Dazzling Gleam.
The Dazzling Gleam got around it, and then Annihilate finished it off next turn. How the fuck did I win this? Overheat
Fighting
kills the Reunculus. That's how that's how I won it.
There you go.
Dies to my own Life Orb.
Yep, Life Orb. And you totally spaced out.
I totally forgot it was a normal type.
Normal type. I have made the same mistake.
I totally forgot it was a normal type.
Fairy Terra, super strong there.
Double
Very
flinch
good
is
Terra.
huge. Oh, I didn't get the double flinch. Right, I still get hit with the Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, but the flinch on the Hydrapple
but
mattered.
I did land the... I think I got a flinch again here, too. Yep, double flinch is hot.
Yep, double flinch. Double flinch.
This is the only reason I won the match was because of RNG. Granted, I don't know, because he clicked Syrup Bomb, and that didn't do a whole lot. Except lower my speed. But it did activate Defiant.
Yeah, which is a major issue.
Major issue. So I won that one, and then I get booty tickled game 3. I get hella booty tickled game 3. He said, no, we're winning this. I lead Gothitelle and Lady Garbanzo, the Delphox. I don't even know where the fuck that nickname came from. I just pulled it out of my ass. Lilligant Torkoal. Yeah. Here we go.
It's from all that booty tickling.
Just know, Torkoal got 8 kills, and we didn't see him last game. Just as a little, the Thunderwave mist was so shitty.
% chance if you're not, I think even electric types can miss.
And there it goes. Eruption. Bink, bink.
There's that sash.
Fucking sash. Sleep powder. Yep, that's game right there. There's no chance in hell I can do anything now.
Yep, you get a little bit of chip damage on the Torkoal, but not enough to mitigate its eruption power.
Not nearly enough.
It's maybe firing off at 110 instead of 150 right now.
Yep. And even then, I don't think it's that low.
But the right idea there, hit that Torkoal special defensive. Hit his special defensive. That is a serious stress point for it.
Fucking Johnny Johnson wouldn't wake up. And that's game. That's game.
Sleep matters, and all you need is 1.
Yep. So, we are done with week 5. What are we thinking for Elysium and Fields of Punishment?
Oof. Let's see. Let's list off the all the fights that we saw again one more time.
We had me versus Saline. We had Dallas versus Rick. We had Charcoal versus Feeney. And then we had Blizzard versus Solo. I personally think Feeney for Elysium.
You think Feeney?
I think Feeney.
Those were some seriously intense games.
Very seriously. In the 2 games that he won, he only lost 1 Pokemon.
To see... Because let's also think about how did they pilot their team. It seemed that their team was able to cover each other's weaknesses very well, so it was very well balanced. Such as Charcoal having guided me in the use of Protects. Just absolutely having a very strong defense along with building up that offense for those clean sweeps.
Yeah. And I don't want to discredit Saline's play against me. Like, I know, again, my excuses for my team and stuff, but that didn't discredit from the fact that he played phenomenally. Yes, he lost the game 2, and again, he came back and Torkoal swept. That was a 4-0 sweep from Torkoal, both game 1 and game 3. So you can't discredit that either. And like, I know we've talked about how sweeps fare in the ranking system, but that wasn't a full-fledged sweep.
Nope.
So, my votes are for Feeney or
wasn't.
Saline. I will let you break the tie with your decision making.
Or Mr. Saline. Ooh, that's really rough. Because let's go back and talk about Torkoal there.
Torkoal didn't die.
It didn't die. It barely took any damage. And he didn't need any kind of setup. He already made his setup when he enters the field.
Yep.
That's all he needs. And if you let a Torkoal run away with that, well, we all see what happens.
We all see what happens. But that is to say that there wasn't a lot of playing done on Saline's side because he was just clicking a button. But the button that was clicking is the one he needed to click. So, it's a tough call. What say you?
And if you think you're bad at making the decisions, you're listening to the wrong guy. Man, that one's a super tough call. I want you both to know that despite it, you both played super strong, super phenomenally, and everybody, you need to watch out. Make sure that you're shutting down critical pieces as soon as you possibly can, and watching out for potential danger.
Oh yeah.
That double speed, thanks to the chlorophyll on the Lilligant, was seriously your downfall in that third game.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you how the Pokemon work together beautifully. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'd give it to who did you fight?
Saline.
Saline. I
Saline
think
over
I'd give it to
Feeny.
Saline.
All right.
I honestly, if I could give it to both of them, I would.
Right. I agree.
For me personally, I like to think about, like, how does your team work together? In this case, setting up that sun upon the entry due to the drought just paves the way for Lilligant. And that team comp, how they work together is kind of how I'm rolling.
All right. I can appreciate that decision. Well done to Saline for reaching the Elysium. Now comes the shitty part. Fields of Punishment.
Fields of Punishment. All right, so
Personally, I think Blizzard called it. I think he does earn the Fields of Punishment. Like, I know I got my cheeks clapped pretty bad, but he did very specifically bring a gimmick team to a gimmick fight with the hopes that it was going to be just a one and done, easy peasy, get on with the day. That means he did, in fact, discredit his opponent. We don't like discrediting opponents. We've talked about that frequently. Never, ever, ever underestimate the underdog. Never, ever underestimate your opponent, because you never know what they might be capable of. Just last season, we had an undefeated member go all the way through the season undefeated. Game 8. Or going all the way through. We were into Game 8, last game of the season. The guy that he was fighting had never played competitive Pokemon before, was on a losing streak. I think he won one game prior that season, and that was because of luck. Full admittance from everybody that it was because of luck. He beat the brakes off of the undefeated person.
I love that phrase, beat the brakes off.
You can never underestimate your opponent. If you think you're going to win, keep that mentality. You might have a good chance, but know that you can and probably will lose, because shit can happen. I mean, my game 2 against Saline, we saw RNG totally fucked Saline there. I just got flinch after flinch. And Para, like, yeah, I missed a couple of shit. The only things that mattered were in the first and second game, where I was missing attacks and stuff or whatever. But that game, he got fucked on by RNG. I should have lost that. It was a 2v4. There's no way I should have won that. So yeah, I personally think Blizzard.
You to clutch it out. And let's take a look at a previous Fields of Punishment. How would you say, resident? Our dear friend Dallas. Love you, brother. We've seen, you and I personally have known Dallas in real life, been playing Pokemon competitively against each other for the last decade.
Plus,
in this particular week, we saw him change up his team, change up his strategy, utilize defenses, and really put forth an effort to make sure his entire team worked synergistically.
Synergistically, yes.
Synergized well.
English is hard. But yeah,
so I don't think that we got anywhere close to Fields of Punishment. Whereas we have seen them before, where it's like, dude, why did you make that play?
Right.
Unfortunately, he made a bad call with that Typhlosion switch, but we could see that he was absolutely setting up for some serious damage there.
Yes, I agree. Well, there you have it, folks. This is the week 4 and 5 replays and discussion. I appreciate everybody who watches this. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe on the YouTube and on the Twitch if you aren't already. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, that wraps it up. Big shout out to Mr. Emma Mirage for joining me on co-hosting today. Really appreciated your presence today, buddy.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure.
And yeah, that's going to be it from us, guys. Keep kicking ass, and we look forward to what have you will in the rest of the rest of that. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.